Coach, probably not the way you drew it up, but a win is a win. And how do you feel overall about tonight's game?
Found a way to win. We, when they had some moments in the game where they were creating offense, I felt that we stayed composed to a certain degree. We managed the game. It was a different game, right? So they lots of goals, penalties, more than usual. In our case, Chicago is playing a transition game that is really quick. They leak one or two forwards, so it's hard to sustain the forecheck. But when we did, when we had the puck in the offensive zone, we had some great looks. I thought our power play had some great opportunities. Scored some big goals there, and then that goal Jack scored was huge for us, his second one. So I think overall it was a different game, but we managed. At the end of the day, we won the game and we won the points, and it might not be perfect, but the result is the win, and I think we're growing as a team. We're going through a period that is, we're back home now, and we're facing a different challenge, and when the game turned around or seemed to turn around at some point, some of our big players took advantage of the situation to come up and make big plays, and to me that's a character win.
What can you say about speaking of big players making big plays? Jack Roslovic was 4-point night, 2 goals, 2 assists. He was all over the ice for you guys tonight, both offensively and defensively. But what can you say about him? He's second in the AHL right now in scoring.
Well, the way he moves his feet and the combination of his ability to move his feet and his hands at the same time, his ability to create space for himself, his vision, and his compete level. So that's pretty good. He's the kind of guy that doesn't play with any fear, and we don't talk about that too often, but he's got no fear. He goes in the corners, he's forechecking hard. One of the goals we have within the season is to work on his forechecking skills because of his speed, and since he's been put on the wing, because we want to develop him in different position, he's been producing a lot because he's moving his feet, and we could tell this morning at the morning skate he was flying on the ice, and it was a good practice for him, and he brought that mindset to the game. But he's been playing extremely well. The thing he's doing well is he's taking care of his game without the puck, and when he does, and because he does that, he's creating offense for himself and his line mates.
What can you say about the play of your goaltender? I mean, 4 goals against usually isn't necessarily a good thing, but Eric Comrie was pretty big overall for you guys tonight.
Well, we have to remember this team, Chicago, is quite. They play with a lot of desperation, so they're bringing a lot of pucks to the net, a lot of traffic in front of our goalie, and Eric was outstanding. To me, 4 goals against doesn't give him the credit of the game he's played. He was really good. He made some big saves at the right time.
Your team's 6 of the last 7 you've won. You guys seem to be really gelling as a group. First place in the Central. How do you see your group overall in the last couple of weeks?
We're tight. We have a team that believes in themselves. We have guys that are pushing. There's this in. The best way to describe it, there's a competition within the team, and it's a healthy one. The guys are pushing themselves, and they're celebrating the success of their teammates. It's really healthy, but they're pushing themselves, and we can see it on the bench, in practices, on the road. Those guys are pushing themselves, and they believe they can win every single game, and that confidence is built over time. We have to keep going that way. We're going to face some tough times during the season, but right now we believe that we can win every single game.
Looking ahead to Sunday against Laval, what do you expect from them, and more importantly, what can you take from a game like tonight and into that Sunday contest?
Well, we have to go over our game, our routes, defensive structure, making sure we don't give the same type of scoring chances against Laval. I believe they're one of the top team, if not the top team in the league for goals for. So they can shoot the puck, they can score goals. They're really aggressive on the forecheck. So we'll have to be very intelligent in the way we manage the game.